Let me tell you something that might sound harsh at first. Nobody cares about your goals. Nobody cares about your plans. Nobody cares about how hard you're trying until you win. You can talk about starting a business, learning a skill, going to the gym, changing your life. People might nod. Some might even support you. But deep down, most people are waiting to see if you actually succeed. And when you don't see support right away, it hurts. It feels lonely. It makes you question yourself. You start thinking, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe they were right about me. But here's the truth nobody explains early enough. People don't ignore you because you don't matter. They ignore you because results speak louder than potential. The silent phase nobody talks about. Every meaningful journey starts in silence. No applause, no recognition, no validation. Just you, doing something uncertain. You wake up early to work on your goals. Nobody notices. You study while others relax. Nobody claps. You try improving yourself, and honestly, sometimes people even doubt you. Not because they hate you, but because success is invisible in the beginning. From the outside, it just looks like you're struggling. And this is where most people quit. Not because the dream is impossible, but because the silence feels unbearable. We're used to feedback, likes, comments, approval. So when effort brings no attention, the brain assumes failure. But the truth is, you're not failing, you're building. Why support comes late? Here's something interesting. People support winners because winning feels safe. When success becomes obvious, belief becomes easy. Suddenly, people say, I always knew you could do it. I'm proud of you. I believed in you from the start. But where were they when you were doubting yourself at 2 a.m.? Where were they when progress was slow? The reality is simple. Most people don't invest emotionally in uncertain outcomes, and your early journey is uncertainty. That's why you must learn one powerful skill: working without recognition. The dangerous need for validation. A lot of dreams die because people need encouragement to continue. They post progress hoping for approval. They tell everyone their plans hoping for motivation. And when excitement fades, so does their effort. Because motivation built on attention never lasts. Real progress happens when nobody's watching. When you go to the gym even though no one compliments you. When you keep learning even though results are slow. When you continue showing up without proof it will work. That's where discipline begins. The loneliest part of growth. There's a moment during self-improvement that feels strange. You're no longer comfortable with your old habits, but you're not successful yet either. You feel stuck between two versions of yourself. Friends may not understand your new priorities. Your routine changes, your mindset changes. Sometimes even conversations feel different. And for a while, it feels like you're walking alone. This phase is uncomfortable, but it's also proof you're evolving. Growth often looks like isolation before it looks like success. What winners understand early? People who eventually succeed understand something important. They stop expecting early applause. They focus on small, private wins instead. Finishing one task, improving one skill, showing up one more day. They measure progress internally, not socially, because confidence doesn't come from people cheering. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. Every time you follow through, you build self-trust. And self-trust is stronger than motivation. 3 things to remember when nobody notices. First, silence is normal. If nobody's paying attention yet, it doesn't mean you're failing. It usually means you're still early. Second, protect your energy. Not everyone needs to know your plans. Sometimes announcing goals gives temporary satisfaction without real progress. Work quietly. Let results speak later. Third, fall in love with the process. Because attention comes and goes, but skills stay. Discipline stays. Character stays. If you only work for recognition, you'll quit when recognition disappears. the moment everything changes. Here's the ironic part. The day people start noticing you is usually the day you stop needing their approval, because by then you've already proven something to yourself. You survived doubt. You survived slow progress. You survived being overlooked. And that changes how you carry yourself. Confidence becomes calm. You stop chasing validation. You start focusing on growth. And suddenly, opportunities appear. Respect appears. Support appears. Not because you asked for it, but because results made it undeniable. The real message. So if you feel unseen right now, good. You're in the phase most people never survive. The quiet phase, the building phase, the phase where character is formed. Remember this, nobody cares until you win, but you don't need them to care yet. You only need to keep going long enough to become undeniable. So tonight, do one thing for your future self. Work on your goal, even if nobody notices. Take one small step. Learn one thing. Improve one habit. Quiet progress still counts. Let's improve together. Because one day, the same people who ignored your journey will ask how you did it. And by then, you'll already know the answer.